What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We're still in the midst of free agency, so there's still a lot that can happen, but once the Knicks signed Donte DiVincenzo, it gave me a very good idea on a video we could do with the New York Knicks, just in case they still do make more moves. The biggest thing they've done, obviously, is sign Donte DiVincenzo. It might have been the only thing they've done so far. I can't remember if that's the case, but regardless, Donte DiVincenzo, if you guys didn't already know, he went to Villanova, just like Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson did, and now it seems to me that the Knicks are one player away from fulfilling the Villanova Prophecy. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you are new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. YouTube tells me that 63% of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed. So if you do fall into that 63%, want to change that, that would be amazing. Also, just want to quickly say, if you're in America, happy 4th of July, happy Independence Day. Hope you have a fun and safe night. So, the New York Knicks, like I said, I don't think they've done anything else other than add Donte DiVincenzo. I could be totally wrong, but Donte DiVincenzo, they signed him for 4 years, 12.5 per year, basically 4 years, 50 million. It's at 46. I can change it in a second. But regardless, Brunson, Randall, RJ, Quickly, Robinson, Quentin Grimes, Josh Hart, DiVincenzo, Sims, Isaiah Hartenstein. So it's pretty much the same roster. Josh Hart actually accepted his player option, which I was really surprised by. I thought he was definitely going to opt out to get his payday, but no, he accepted it. So the Blazers traded Josh Hart because they thought they would have to pay him, and he opted into his player option. How ironic is that? But regardless, Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, and Donte DiVincenzo, all three went to Villanova. There's one guy that's on a different New York team that we need on this team to fulfill the Villanova Prophecy. So that's what we'll be doing today for a fun little video. So it's also kind of like a new look Knicks rebuild, but just in case they do make like a big move for James Harden or something crazy like that, we could do that later on down the line. But Brunson, Quentin Grimes, RJ Barrett, Randall, Robinson, Quickly, Josh Hart, DiVincenzo, and Isaiah Hartenstein will be our rotation to start the season. But I will see you guys at the trade deadline to fulfill this Villanova Prophecy. So we're currently stopped at the trade deadline at 32 and 21. I'm sure most of you guys knew who I was talking about when I was talking about bringing in one more player in here who also went to Villanova, and that is Mikal Bridges on the Brooklyn Nets. So right now on the season so far, Jalen Brunson's averaging 24, 22 from Julius Randle, 18 from RJ, 14 from Quickly, and then 10 from Josh Hart, 9 from Quentin Grimes, 9 from DiVincenzo, and 8 from Mitchell Robinson. So as I said, we're stopped at the trade deadline to go get Mikal Bridges, another Villanova product. So this would just be, I'm sure this is something the Knicks are going to try to explore in real life. It just makes a ton of sense. I'm sure the Villanova guys are going to try to recruit Mikal Bridges over. Now, it has been said that Mikal Bridges is untouchable, so who knows if this is ever really going to happen. But like I said, this is just a fun little video. So let's see what it would take to get Mikal Bridges to fulfill this Villanova Prophecy. So he's on one of the greatest contracts in the league on what he brings to the table, so I'm happy to bring him in if we can get him here. So right now, we could choose to explore, or we could choose to trade Randall or RJ if we wanted to, and just like trade one of these two, do a swap, and we can move on from one or the other. But we do have a glaring hole at the shooting guard spot that Mikal Bridges could slide into as well if we wanted to kind of keep the same starting five, and maybe move Grimes to the bench if we want to do that. Quickly, he's going to have to be paid in the offseason, so we can always, you know, also, we don't have a backup point guard, so we could technically move Quickly to backup point guard. So basically, we could also throw Evan Fournier's contract in here, who has not been moved yet. So I think I'm going to try that route to, you know, give us the best roster possible. So Mikal and Fournier kind of make similar money. It's pretty close. And then we're obviously going to have to include like every pick that we could possibly offer. So we're going to offer our 2024 pick. We're also going to offer our 2026 pick, and also going to offer this Dallas. How valuable is this Dallas pick? It's a 2-star valuable pick. I mean, we could keep it, or we could offer it for Mikal. I mean, we'll keep it. I'll offer this. No, I'll just go with this. So Fournier, well, I mean, it's going to cost more than that. Let's be honest. Let's offer the Mavericks pick. So 3 first-round picks. Mavericks pick is pretty valuable. And then do I have like a young player I could throw at them? They obviously trade away Obi Toppin. That's something I forgot to mention. But I mean, we could throw like McBride or Roby, but that's probably not gonna make them accept it. They may just accept this because obviously Mikal's trade value is going to be as high as the Nets hold him in real life. So yeah, we're going to offer this 48 3 first for Mikal Bridges. They say yes, and just like that, we have Mikal on the New York Knicks. So just like that, Brunson, Mikal Bridges, and then what I'm going to do with Quickly is move him to backup point guard because we can move him to the back point guard. He goes up in overall as well. So now you have Brunson, Mikal, RJ Randall, Mitchell Robinson, Quickly, Quentin Grimes, Josh Hart, and Donte DiVincenzo. So a very, very good rotation. I will say we don't have a backup center right now, but you know what? I guess we'll just roll with it. So Isaiah Hartenstein, Sims are two guys. Well, let's run 10-minute rotation. That way we do have a backup 5. So we'll run with that. And then I do want to increase Mikal Bridges' shot tendency because it's kind of a joke. It's literally 44. That's just terrible. So I'm going to boost up Mikal Bridges' shot tendency quite a bit because we know what he was able to do in Brooklyn when he got there. So let's boost it up to like that. And I'll see you guys at the end of the season, and we shall see if maybe we're a contender this year. Let's see what happens. One thing I usually never see is Jason Tatum actually wins MVP. It's really cool to see, but he averages 30 and 9 on the season. Vic is your rookie of the year. Chris Paul is your sixth man. Giannis defensive player. Paul Reed's your most improved, and Joe Mazzulla is your coach of the year. 65 and 17 for the Celtics. Luka makes All-NBA first team with John Morant, Tatum, Giannis, and Embiid. I'm gonna doubt we have any All-NBA representatives for us, but yeah, no All-NBA representatives. Lonzo, Luka, Giannis, Mobley, and Claxton. Here's your all-defensive second team. And we didn't really have any rookies to worry about. So we are the fourth in the Eastern Conference. We do draw the Cleveland Cavaliers, which ironically enough, as we know, these two teams played last year, and the Knicks kind of beat them pretty badly. So we'll see if the Cavs can return the favor this time around. But we have 23 from Brunson, 21 from Randall, 16 from RJ, 15 from Mikal Bridges, 14 I should say from Quickly, 9.5 from Josh Hart, 9 from Quentin Grimes, 8 from DiVincenzo, and then 7 from Mitchell Robinson, and then 6 from Isaiah Hartenstein. Now, I will say we probably have to shrink it down to a 9-man rotation once you're in the playoffs. It doesn't make a ton of sense to play 10 deep. So that leaves, our Isaiah Hartenstein out of the rotation, which kind of sucks, but that's all good. So I'm going to go ahead and see if we can beat the Cavaliers. So can we beat Cleveland? As we know, they're pretty tough to beat. They've added Max Strus, they've added Ty Jerome, and Georges Niang, who doesn't look like he's in the rotation. He's down in the deeps of the rotation, but let's see what happens. Game by game, we win 1-0. 132 to 116. That's a great start to the series. Are we going to take them down again? They do even it up. Obviously, the Knicks were able to beat the Cavs in 5 in real life, but 2K and the Cavs, they're kind of a different animal, as we know. So we even it up though. So we're not going home in 5, which I thought would almost would have been the case, but we are going to a game 5 in Madison Square Garden. It would be lovely if we could win it, but it's not looking good for us, and I think we've definitely lost game 5. So game 5 goes to Cleveland in Madison Square Garden. Doesn't feel great. And now we go to a game 6 and see if we can maybe force a game 7. Back to the Knicks house. Let's see. Close game, but it looks like the Cavs are running away with it, and yeah, they're taking care of business. So Cavs and 2K, they're a different animal, as we know, and we lose to them. So 109 to 135. Unfortunately, we come up short to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and let's see who goes on to win the championship. You got the Celtics and the Hawks. The Hawks beat the Celtics, and you got the Nuggets in Atlanta, and you got the Hawks going on to win it all. So 2K, man, I really wish that it was a little more realistic because the Hawks are not like that, but it's what we're dealing with. So let's go straight to the lottery. I mean, we traded all of our picks. Let's see where that Mavericks pick ends up. It's not in the lottery, so that's a good sign, which is great. So we don't have to deal with, or at least I don't think it is. It doesn't look like it. So we got the Wizards, Jazz, and Hornets all at the top. So the Hornets back-to-back years are the number 2 overall pick. Let's see if they screw it up this time. Recency bias will tell you that Brandon Miller is a bust. If you watched Summer League yesterday, a lot of people are giving him crap for how he performed, but it is just Summer League, so don't take it too seriously. But regardless, I don't think we have any picks in this draft, so we're just going to move on straight to the next move. And I'm not sure what it's going to be, but I'm looking to make some changes because getting eliminated in round 1 doesn't feel great. So we do have 3 second-round picks going into this draft. So let's go. I just accidentally skipped over the draft. Whoops, I meant to jump in. But we'll go ahead and sign all of them because maybe we could throw them in a trade or something. I mean, they're really not going to be able to do too much. But player options, you got Quentin Grimes, Jericho Sims. We'll accept both of those. Qualifying offers, Miles McBride, Emmanuel Quickly. I definitely have interest in bringing back Emmanuel Quickly as our backup point guard for sure. I do want to sign 2 guys for sure in free agency just for the vibe. So let's just go ahead and start with that. So player finder, both of these guys should be on minimums. And the reason why we're signing them is because they both went to Villanova. But first guy, I don't think is even in 2K potentially. Is he not in 2K? Ryan Arcidiacono is not in 2K? Okay. What about the other guy that I was going to go for? I thought Ryan Arcidiacono was in 2K, but it doesn't look like it. So is Eric Paschall it? Yes, he is. Eric Paschall went to Villanova. Let's bring the man in, and he could just be kind of there for the vibe. So I thought Arcidiacono was in 2K, but he's not apparently, so I guess that's fine. Regardless, I want to make a trade. So what I want, I don't even know what I want to go for. I mean, to me, it's to upgrade from Randall. I feel like 2K hates Julius Randle. I don't know. It just feels like I never get a good simulation when I have Randall on my roster. And as soon as I get rid of him, things just seem to go better for whatever reason. So that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. Even though he's an 88 overall, I want to see if we can like maybe get someone better who doesn't need to. Maybe we could just play a little more off ball than Randall, I guess. That's kind of what I'm looking for here. So that's what I'll be looking to do. I don't know if that exists, but we're going to do our damnedest to try and see if it's out there. I got the perfect guy in mind. It's Karl Anthony Towns, someone who could shoot the 3-ball, and I think he'll be great at the center, or we could still leave him at the power forward if we want to as well. So either way, we're Randall for Cat straight up. I doubt they accept this. I'm going to throw them Quentin Grimes. That way DiVincenzo can get more minutes. So Randall and Quentin Grimes for Karl Anthony Towns. What do they say? They say yes. That literally did not cost much at all. So just like that, Minnesota decides to move on from Cat, and we decided to move on from Julius Randle. So it's the best of both worlds. And Anthony Edwards, I forgot to put his contract on for this rebuild, but whatever, he'll probably be resigned by Minnesota. I hope so anyway. So we got Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, DiVincenzo as our shooting guard. Our guard rotation we'll bring back quickly as well, as I mentioned. RJ, Cat, and then Robinson and Jericho Sims. So we kind of need a backup wing, which is what we'll be looking for next. Josh Hart, of course we got to resign him. Totally forgot about him, so let's make sure we sign Josh Hart. That'll be a done deal there. We're also going to be signing Eric Paschall, like I mentioned. So Eric Paschall will be back. I don't think I'll be bringing back Isaiah Hartenstein, just because we can give Jericho Sims the full-time backup center role. So that should work. And then backup power forward. Do we need it, or are we good? I mean, I think we'll have a full 9 rotation, and Paschall could jump in a spot minutes if we need him to. So yeah, I think I'll roll with that. So we're just going to go ahead and make sure Quickly comes back. I'm going to wait till like day 12 to try to sign up for the cheapest that I possibly can. And then we should be good there. So let's see if that will be the case. And day 12, he's asking for, okay, if we can give him like, can we get to like 20 million? I think that'd be fair. If we can give like 20 mil for 4 years, 5 years, he might say no to this. Okay, I think he's gonna accept that actually. Okay, $116 million. I don't think that's too bad. And then maybe down the line, you could trade him if you need to. So welcome back, Emmanuel Quickly. Miles McBride also accepts this option. You have Brunson up and overall. Mikal Bridges is up. You got Cat up, RJ Barrett. Quickly, Robinson, Josh Hart, DiVincenzo, Jericho Sims, Paschall, Miles McBride. So this is all looking very good. And it definitely makes Mitchell Robinson a little bit more expendable if we decide to maybe move Cat to center. Kind of depends on how things are going into this next season. We'll see. But feeling good about this so far. I'm feeling good. So let's go into this next season and let's see what we're looking at. So we are 19th power ranking, but rotation is this. You got Brunson, Mikal, RJ Barrett, Karl Anthony Towns, Mitchell Robinson, Emmanuel Quickly, Josh Hart, DiVincenzo, and Jericho Sims. I love the rotation. Proficiency. Let's see what's at. It's 3.5 defense. I think we should probably move this if we can. We played pretty good under it last year, but looks like 7 seconds would actually fit a lot of guys and may not fit Robinson as much. But like I said, maybe at the trade deadline, if things aren't going the best, we could trade Mitchell Robinson for 4 and move Cat to the center. We could do that if we need to. So for now, I'm going to run with what we have, and we're going to run Cat at the power forward and see how it goes for us. What is Cat's shot tendency, by the way? I don't even know what it's at. It is a 86. So it's kind of spread around like similar to what everyone else is. It's fine. We'll roll with it. I'll see you guys at the deadline. We'll see how things are going, and we'll hope for the best. And maybe if things aren't going too well, we can make a big trade. But if things are going super well, I'll see you guys in the playoffs. At the end of year number 2, Joel Embiid, who ends up winning MVP. LeBron and, or I guess, Bronny James, Rookie of the Year in Brooklyn, 13 points. You have Jalen Suggs, 6-man, 80 defensive player. Halliburton's most improved, and Tom Thibodeau is your coach of the year. As you can tell, things went super well, which is why you didn't see me at the trade deadline. 57-25 on the season under Tom Thibodeau with the new addition of Karl Anthony Towns, and the Cavs look like they're still good as well. But All-NBA first team, I doubt we have any Knicks still. It just doesn't really usually happen, it feels like. So offense first team and all defense second team. We do get Mikal Bridges making it, which is great, which is not surprising. He averaged 20 points, which is great, which is what I would want out of a guy like Mikal Bridges. But we're the second seed in the East. The Cavs kind of took over that first seed. We're 1 game back. But 24 from Karl Anthony Towns, who led the way. 22 from Jalen Brunson, 20 from Mikal, 17 from RJ, and then 17 from Quickly, 11 from Josh Hart. You had 8 from DiVincenzo, and then 6 and 12 and 2.5 blocks from Mitchell Robinson. So I feel like everything just kind of fit perfectly for what we needed. So feeling pretty good about that. Cat shot 38% from 3, Brunson with 45, 43 from Mikal, 31 from RJ, and then 43 from Quickly. Yeah, I just felt like Cat would be a better fit than Randall, I guess, just kind of playing off ball a little bit more, because Cat obviously probably a little bit better of a shooter than Randall, but at the same time, I don't know. It's kind of like comparing apples to apples, I feel like. But Detroit is the team we're playing, and they added Pascal Siakam, which is interesting. So did he sign for? No, I'm sure Joe Harris and Monte Morris expired, so they had a lot of money open up. So Siakam is in Detroit. They still have Asar Thompson, obviously, Oladipo, KJ Evans. So pretty good team in Detroit. Let's see if we can take them down. We're going to go simulate current round. They won game 1. They win game 5. Are we going to beat them in 6? No, we're going to a game 7. So game 7 against the Detroit Pistons. I'm hoping we don't get eliminated in round 1. I know Detroit's a pretty good team usually, but I didn't just pay for Carney Towns like that just to lose in round 1. It's looking good. We pulled them out. So went to a game 7 with Detroit. We took care of business. Now we get the Miami Heat, who are, of course, awaiting Mr. Damian Lillard. And not sure when it's going to happen. I feel like it could be a while before it does. We'll see what happens. But I will say, I was very impressed by Nikola Jovic in Summer League yesterday. So future Blazer, potentially. We shall see. But we play, like I said, the Miami Heat. Let's see if we can take them down. No Damian Lillard yet for this team. Semi-current round, and they're up 3-1 on us. Not great. So can we come back from the 3-1 deficit? Obviously, these two teams matched up in round 2 not too long ago as well, and the Miami Heat beat them pretty badly. But it's looking good that we might be able to force a game 6 at least, which we do. I thought we were about to just get blown out. So we force a game 6 in Miami, and you never know. Maybe we can come back, but it's not looking good in Miami. I think they're going to take us down. Unless we come back at the very end, we're kind of sneaking there, and we do. Okay. We're not done just yet. We're going to force another game 7, so that's 2 game 7s in a row. Now, can we win this game 7? I mean, we've been going down very early in Miami and then coming back in the game. I would love to just go up. We have the lead right now, and it's looking good. I think we might have taken care of business coming down from 3-1. Let's go. We're in the conference finals. Mikal drops 31, 25 from Cat, and then 23 from Jalen Brunson. And now you got the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Celtics playing in a game 7. Cleveland swept Orlando, but they are going to a game 7 as we await them. And we draw the Cleveland Cavaliers, who beat us last year. So this could be some sweet revenge. You have Oklahoma City and Phoenix on the other side. We'll see what happens there. But game 1 against Cleveland, we're up 1-0, 156-143. 31-7 from Brunson, 28-12 from Quickly. Game 2, they even it up. Game 3, 2-1 lead for us. Can we go up 3-1? No, we cannot. We're going to even it up. Game 5 is a big one. Can we win it? No, we cannot. Game 6, here we go. Can we win? Game 6 to force a game 7, another game 7 at that, and it's not looking good. Okay, actually, we do have the lead, and we're at Madison Square Garden right now, and we have forced yet another game 7. So that's 3 game 7s in a row. This run is pretty crazy right now. Can we come out here and win game 7 and make it to the NBA Finals? Here it goes, nothing. All right, close game so far. We have the lead right now in Cleveland. Now, can we keep it is the question. Very close game. Very close game going to the 4th quarter. Cleveland does take the lead back, though, and it's like really close, 95-102. Let's make it as close as we possibly can down the stretch, and it's not looking good. I think they've kind of ran away with it at the very end, so that's pretty unfortunate. We probably have to run it back another year, but that's okay. I think we have the window that we could do so. 1 game away from making it to the NBA Finals this year. Cavs take care of business. Hopefully they lose Donovan Mitchell in the offseason, and that just like gets everybody else out of our way. Pretty sure, yeah, he's got a player option. He usually sometimes leaves Cleveland, so I feel like we have a chance of him leaving, and let's see what happens in these playoffs. Cavaliers versus Thunder. The Cavs going to win the championship. So 3 game 7s, but we come up short, and we could have beat the Thunder potentially in the finals, but it is what it is. So let's get straight into the offseason, and let's get to it. So we got Pelicans. There's a lot of draft picks going everywhere. I don't think we have a pick this offseason whatsoever. We have the 29th pick, but at this point, it's not really going to matter. We're just going to kind of do our due diligence off season. So I think I do just want to bring back Tom Thibodeau. I mean, we got as far as we did with him. But at the same time, we could bring in like a Tyronn Lue and just totally move on from him if we wanted to, because Tyronn Lue is usually pretty good. Or there's Darvin Ham, who's usually out here as well. But I'm going to give Tom Thibodeau an offer as well, just in case we can't get Tyronn Lue. But we'll see. And I'll offer one more coach. Let's see if there's another good one out here. Darvin Ham, are you anywhere here who has a bunch of badges? Ooh, Monty Williams. See, I'm up for some Monty Williams, but Tom Thibodeau is going to accept, although we could sign Tyronn Lue instead. Do we want to sign Tyronn Lue? You know what? Why not? Let's get Tyronn Lue instead of Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau did nothing wrong, but I just feel like Tyronn Lue is just a really good... Well, I mean, they both are. They're both good coaches in their own right, so whatever. It's just kind of your preference, I guess. Let's go straight to rookie signing. I really don't even care. We drafted number 29. That's not really going to matter at this point, so let's see who we get. We got Javon Porter. Is that Michael Porter? No, I don't know. I was about to say something dumb, and it was probably wrong. So let's going to accept AJ Johnson as well. Jalen Brunson declines Miller. I'm going to decline both of those. And then qualifying offers, Miles McBride. Pascal, why not? Let's bring our Pascal back still. And then let's see. Do we got Brunson? We got Miles McBride, and Brunson wants a max contract, which is somewhat deserved, I will say. Can we get a better backup 5, I wonder? Not really. I mean, Jericho Sims is probably not much. He's not worse than a lot of these other options. So let me just sign Jericho Sims, and then we're going to sign Jalen Brunson, and that's pretty much going to be it. So 5-year max for Jalen Brunson or whatever, 37 mil per year. You get it. So sign both for them. And then I'm not going to renounce Eric Pascal because I do want him here, like I said, for the vibes. And then we'll get him back. And then I will be ready for this next season. So rotation's going to be the same. We're not going to move Mitchell Robinson. Things seem to go really well. We were 1 game away from the finals. Did Donovan Mitchell leave is the question. That's the biggest question at hand. So no, he resigned. So we still have to deal with Donovan Mitchell next year. That kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So hopefully we can just take them down. But they may be our downfall. So McBride and Pascal are back. Progression. RJ Barrett's up, but everything else is pretty much the same. So let's go to this next season. Let's hope for the best. And hopefully this time we could take down the Cleveland Cavaliers, or maybe someone else will do it for us. Tatum once again wins MVP in the video. Great to see. Ian Jackson, Rookie of the Year in Oklahoma City. Full 6-man. Walker Kessler, Defensive Player. Preston most approved. And Tyronn Lue, as you could tell, things went super well. Again, 63-19. And then Trevor Bennett, aka me, is your Executive of the Year. So Shea, Luka Doncic, Tatum, Giannis, Jokic. Once again, still not expecting any Knicks representatives here, and that is definitely still the case. And do we get Mikal Bridges this year on nope, no Mikal Bridges. So we are the first seed in the East. Cleveland is the 3rd seed, so we don't have to deal with them until the conference finals if we do run into them. But 23 from Cat, 21.5 from Brunson, 20.5 from RJ, and then 19 from Mikal Bridges, 15 from Quickly, and then 10 from Josh Hart. So here goes nothing. We get the Washington Wizards in round 1. They have Jordan Poole, John Davis, Middleton, Kuzma, Christian Wood, Isaiah Collier, Daniel Gafford, and Bilal Coulibaly. So here we go. Somebody come around against Washington. I'm expecting to take care of them. We do. So Cleveland does not get beat by Atlanta, but hey, it looks like at least Atlanta and Cleveland matched up together, so we don't have to deal with both of them. We only have to deal with one or the other. Maybe Orlando takes them out, who they've added Paul George, who's down to an 82 overall. But we do get to deal with Boston, who have Brogdon, Kennard, Tatum, Porzingis, Robert Williams, Isaiah Stewart, Corey Kispert, Derek Jones, and Kane Carlisle. Similarly, current round against Boston, and they win the first 2 games. But we even it up. Can we win 3 straight? Yes, we can. Can we beat them in 6? No. Another game 7. Lovely. Game 7 in Madison Square Garden. Looks like we have the lead. Now, can we run away with it? I mean, right now, it looks like we're blowing them out. So, yep, I think it's safe to say we're going to the conference finals, unless we let them come back, which they kind of are doing a little bit. But no, we take care of business. 133 to 149. Mikal with 33. Needed that. And then some. And once again, for the 3rd time in a row, we run into the Cleveland Cavaliers. They got Osman back on the team. Interesting. They have Bones Highland, Drummond, Strus, Dario Saric, and Dean Wade. So I'm hoping and praying that this is our opportunity to take them down finally. Game 1, 1-0. Beat them by 1. Game 2, they even it up, of course. Game 3. 2-1. Game 4, please please go up 3-1. And we do. Can we beat them in 5, please? No. Game 6. Do not go to a game 7. We did it, baby. We did it. We finally beat the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2K, and now we either get Portland or Houston in the finals, and we are going to run into the Houston Rockets. So Alperen Sengun, 15-8 as your conference finals MVP. They got Amin Thompson, Jalen Green, Cameron Whitmore, Jabari, Sengun, Kevin Porter Jr., Tari Eason, Fred VanVleet, Dylan Brooks, Isaiah Joe, and Isaiah Jackson. I definitely need to do a Rockets rebuild after they spent all this money on like Brooks and Fred VanVleet, but I just did a Rockets rebuild, which is why I've been hesitant to do it. But if you guys want to see it, definitely let me know. I mean, I'm just still kind of waiting around for like the biggest thing to happen in free agency. It's been kind of a quiet free agency. Obviously, the 2 guys that are potentially going to be traded have not been traded yet, but we'll see what happens. Game 1, 1-0 lead for the Rockets. Did we get this far just to lose, man? That's going to suck. Game 2, we evened it up. We're not done yet. Game 3, 1. Game 4, 3-1. And game 5, game 6, going to a game 7. 3-1 lead, and we might be blowing it here. Not a great feeling. All right, come on, keep the lead. Do not go down. Just keep it close, please. Just keep it close. If that's all you can do, we got this far just to lose the Rockets, didn't we? Wow. 111-99, 100, 101, 116. Wow. 3 minutes 34 seconds left. 119 and 107. That sucks, man. That sucks. I mean, do I jump in and try to come back with 3 minutes left? The odds of me coming back are very slim, but since I'm not going to run it back again, we'll give it the college try. Don't expect anything great out of my gameplay, but why not? Let's jump in and see if we can maybe amount and come back. I highly doubt it though. So I made the decision, instead of showing that gameplay that I recorded, that it would probably have been better just to run it back for one more season, because I didn't do anything special in that gameplay. If you've watched me, you know that I'm not that good at 2K. Unfortunately, I'm more of a simulation guy, not really play the game guy. So yeah, I decided instead of showing what I just did, how embarrassing that was, I'll just run it back for another year to end the video. So first in the East once again, obviously it doesn't mean anything. We just made it to the final, so we're hoping to get back to that point again. I'm just going to click simulate current round on every single series, and we'll pray for the best. Cleveland got beat by Chicago, so maybe we have an opportunity here. I mean, we made it to the finals last year. Shaden Sharp somehow ended up in Chicago. They also have Kevin Durant with Lonzo and Wiseman and McDaniels. Okay, a very good squad that Chicago's thrown together, so we'll not be surprised if we get eliminated here. And just kidding, we swept them. And Houston, Oklahoma City on the other side. We get Charlotte, who has LaMelo, Buzelis, you got Brandon Miller, John Collins, Jarrett Allen, Nick Smith Jr., Clint Capella, Dylan Harper, and Tyus Jones. I do want to get to a Hornets rebuild, but I'm kind of waiting to see what they do with PJ Washington. So that's kind of what my gripe is with that. Regardless, somebody current around against them. And hey, we swept them as well. So far, the only team that's given us problems is the Indiana Pacers. And now we get the team that beat us last year. I'm going to click somebody current around once again, and we're going to live with the results. So 2 years in a row, Knicks versus Rockets. We went to Game 7 with them last year. Let's see what happens. Somebody current around. Lost to the Rockets again, unfortunately. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video regardless. This was a fun little video to throw together. Definitely just still waiting on more things to happen in the offseason. Free agency is probably going to keep slowing down. It wasn't a good free agent class to begin with. So yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying the videos lately. I'll see you all in the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.